Alright Manon, it's as we discussed. If you wanna be good in Street Fighter 6, you will need to learn how to turn green and dash at your opponent. Again, you can do better.
Here I come.
I mean, I guess that was fine.
Just fine? I'm more than just fine. Here I come. Fantastic!
Street Fighter 6 have been out for a while now, and your feelings on the game, whether you like it or not, will most likely come down to how you feel about its most controversial mechanic. I'm talking about Drive Rush. Drive Rush in a way is an approach option, some call it a neutral skip. It allows long range cancelable pokes to be extremely dangerous because you can convert into a lot of damage, but also it allowed characters to have some of the most expressive combos that we have ever seen, and it made whiff punishing from long range much more meaningful. Today we're gonna examine the Drive Rush mechanic, because I feel like when people say that they don't like Drive Rush, they mostly refer to the jump scare factor of it, right? I'm talking about characters like Juri, like DJ, like Bison, that can immediately close the range and it's up to you to react. But I feel like there is a lot more to Drive Rush than that. So I tagged along once again with my buddy Officer Manon because we got some deep investigation on this one. To show you that Drive Rush is a bit more complex than you may think, here we got two characters. We got Chun-Li and Bison. Chun-Li is not really a character that is known to have a fast Drive Rush, while Bison got one of the better jump scares Drive Rushes in the game. The thing about Drive Rush in Street Fighter 6 is that your character have to commit to a certain number of frames of Drive Rushing before you can commit to an action. So if we got both of these characters to Drive Rush and then whiff throw immediately at the earliest possible frame, the throw will come out after 12 frames of Drive Rushing. Now here is an interesting thing. If we made both of these characters Drive Rush from the round start distance, notice that Chun-Li's actually move further than Bison, despite Bison having a Drive Rush that feels faster. And if you want further proof, here, check this out. From this range, her heavy punch will reach, but if Bison does the same thing, her heavy punch doesn't reach. Chun-Li actually moves more distance in this initial 12 frames than Bison does. All of this means that the character Drive Rush speed is actually not fixed, and there is an initial speed and then an acceleration bar to it. And this allows different characters to have different strengths. For example, Chun-Li, she can crouching medium kick max distance throws at the earliest possible frame, and she is in range to get the grab. Bison on the other hand, if you do a max range crouching medium kick, Drive Rush, try to grab, his throw whiffs. The initial fast speed for Chun-Li allowed her to convert from her whiff punishes. This is why this character is able to convert and have very consistent combos on her whiff punishes, because she moves really fast early on in the Drive Rush animation. This initial test, however, doesn't tell us the complete story, because we did another test. We're gonna make both of these characters Drive Rush and then down back. We're trying to block at the earliest possible frame, and this can be done after 23 frames of Drive Rushing. Now the interesting thing about this is when we did this test, Chun-Li actually moved less distance. Bison lived up to his jump scare potential, and he actually moved more than Chun-Li. He covered more distance. So despite Chun-Li having stronger initial speed on the initial frames of the Drive Rush, keep it going a little bit longer and we know that Bison got more acceleration on his Drive Rush. However, this also does not complete the story. So recently I've been trying really hard to make my videos better, and your guys' feedback have been absolutely incredible. You even convinced Cammy over there to actually grace us in these videos. So thank you so much for that. If you like what you've seen but you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Enjoy the rest of your video. But again, this doesn't paint the entire picture. There is still a lot more to this. Check out Manon here, right? Because recently in the Ed patch, Capcom changed one of her moves, her back medium kick. They gave this move more inertia out of Drive Rush. Inertia pretty much more momentum as she is sliding for more out of her Drive Rush. And this is really important when we talk about the jump scare factor of a Drive Rush. For example, here we got Luke, right? We're gonna make Luke do a Drive Rush standing jab. This is 7 frame startup. And we're also gonna make him do his Drive Rush crouching heavy punch. You can immediately tell that with the Drive Rush jab, Luke moved forward more than with his crouching heavy punch. He got more momentum on his Drive Rush jab. And this again brings us to the neutral skipping element of Drive Rush. If we got DJ and M. Bison, both of them got a 5 frames crouching light kick. Both of these characters got jump scares Drive Rushes. If we make DJ Drive Rush and immediately press crouching light kick, he will actually get to tag you, he will get to hit you, while M. Bison doesn't. And the reason for this is that DJ got a lot more acceleration on his Drive Rush normals. DJ got the moves, so although M. Bison technically got a faster Drive Rush than DJ actually get to hit you from further range, hence his Drive Rush being, in my opinion, a better jump scare. Another important fact about Drive Rush to consider is that the added momentum effect to the Drive Rush attacks only apply to normals and not specials or throws. This makes checking DJ's Drive Rush in particular a lot more difficult because the danger is the added momentum and he can completely stop it, while a character like M. Bison, the difficulty of checking his Drive Rush is the actual movement of the character. Another completely different element to Drive Rush is how far the character will move. All of the characters will be able to Drive Rush for 45 frames, but the distance they cover is actually totally different. For example, here Officer Manon, she moves nowhere with her Drive Rush. She would do the spin at the end, but it's not actually like considered a Drive Rush animation. By the end of the 45 active frames of Drive Rush, he didn't go anywhere, while M. Bison will go a lot further and still retain the advantage out of his Drive Rush. And this allows characters, for example, like Guile. Again, not a character you would immediately think of as having like an amazing Drive Rush, but Guile moves really far with his Drive Rush. This enables him to throw Sonic Boom, Drive Rush for a while, you think it over, but oh no it isn't, you get tagged and he's able to get the combo conversion on you. Now all of this that I talked about is just to say that there is a lot more to Drive Rush than meets the eye. Yes, sure, it's a jump scare, it's can you react to this, hold it, but also there is a lot of difference to it. There is initial speed, there is acceleration, there is how much a character got momentum on their moves. There is so much that makes a Drive Rush good or bad in Street Fighter 6 than just how fast or slow it feels. Right? So that's why I've been telling like some of my friends that yeah, like M. Bison got a really good Drive Rush, but I played Bison, I played DJ felt a lot better. And yeah, it's because even though DJ doesn't move as fast or as far as M. Bison, he actually allowed to hit you from further ranges, so overall it's more effective is what I'm trying to say, right? And that's about it. I feel like there's a lot more to Drive Rush. I feel like it's a mechanic that we complain about so much, but we haven't explored that much. And I really love doing this investigation and trying to come to the end of this. And I was a lot more impressed. There turned out to be a lot more to it than I initially imagined. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment. It helps the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.